Welcome to AI Evening News. Tonight, Anthropic backs down on agent billing, AIvideo gets 50% cheaper, and free tools to cut your coding bill, ending with a $2 billion bet on a startup with no product yet. Anthropic spent weeks warning developers it would start metering agent usage, then paused the whole thing the night before it hit. The change would have moved the Agent SDK, Claude-P, and outside tools off your subscription onto a separate credit billed at full API rates. Instead, an email told users everything keeps running on the existing subscription quota, with no new credit to claim and limits unchanged. Anthropic says it is reworking the plan to better support developers and will give advance notice before anything changes. If this feels familiar, it should, because a January token block and an April ban on outside tools were both reversed within days. That makes this the third time this year the company has moved to meter agentic use, then back down under pressure. ByteDance just made Cinnamant AIvideo noticeably cheaper to generate. Its new Seedance 2.0 Mini costs about 50% less than Seedance 2.0 while running twice as fast as the current fast tier. The trade-off is resolution. Mini tops out at 720p with clips of 4 to 15 seconds. It still takes images, video, and audio as references and can edit, extend, or build a clip from its opening and closing frames. You can try it today inside Gemeng, CapCut, and Byte+, with the Volcano Arc API opening around June 22nd. At these prices, a short ad-length clip drops into impulse buy territory for small creators. Builder to builder. The last line is the mic drop. Microsoft just open-sourced a model whose only job is to stop your coding agent from wasting money searching code. It turns out reading and searching eats more than half of a coding agent's tool calls and nearly half its tokens. Fast Context is a tiny sub-agent that does just that part. It reads, globs, and greps, then hands back exact file paths and line ranges. Bolted onto a coding agent, and end-to-end fix rates rise by up to 5.5 points, while token use drops as much as 60%. It is MIT licensed, built on small open models, and ships in a format you can run on your own machine. The pitch is blunt. Stop paying a frontier model to rediscover grep. Curious, consumer-facing, the checks for you flip is the hook. Google just turned search from something you check into something that checks for you. Its information agents in AI mode are now live for AI Ultra subscribers worldwide in every AI mode language, Japanese included. You ask once to be kept updated on a topic, and the agent works around the clock, scanning the web and Google's live data. When something new lands, it pushes you a synthesized update with links you can act on. Google calls it the next evolution of alerts, and it is the first time agents live inside search itself. It is gated to Ultra today, with the cheaper Pro tier getting it later this summer. Salesforce just put a $3.6 billion price tag on a customer service AI. It is buying Fin, formerly known as Intercom, whose agent runs on its own model called Apex. That agent handles chat, email, phone, and messaging, and closes about 76% of support requests with no human involved. Fin and its 30,000 company customer base fold into Agentforce, Salesforce's agent platform. Agentforce is already at $1.2 billion in annual revenue, up 205% in a year. When a software giant pays billions for an agent that replaces support seats, the agent economy just got a price. Reflective close. The no product yet tension carries it. The man who led Alibaba's QN models just raised about $2 billion for a company that has no product yet. Lin Junyang left Alibaba in March and has now closed a first round of several $100 million at a roughly $2 billion valuation. Backers reportedly include Tencent, plus the Chinese venture firms Gaorong and Sequoia China. His new lab is chasing world models and embodied intelligence, essentially brains for robots. That valuation for an unnamed pre-product startup is almost unheard of in China and is a bet on his track record. Under him, QN was downloaded over 1 billion times, and now the frontier money is following the talent into embodied AI. If today's signal was useful, subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's briefing.